What's up, everyone? It's your girl Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace Honey, and today we are ranking all of my Gorumand fragrances. So I am on my third ranking video tonight, y'all, and I'm tired. But if you like fragrance videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I do a ton of fragrance videos. Lately I've been doing more fragrance than makeup videos. I have done a couple of makeup videos here and there. Hopefully I had them pop up over my face while I'm talking right now, because I know I did the Natasha Denona foundation that she finally came out with. I have been waiting on that for a while. I did the Makeup by Mario foundation in addition to the Dior highlighter palette, and then I did the Shoutout Tilbury versus the McGrath blurring setting sprays for you all as far as some new makeup content goes. If you missed my fashion content and you wonder where it went, head on over to my fashion channel. That's Fashion with Gelbeauty87. I do a ton of fashion content there. I do 2 to 3 fashion shorts a day, and then I do 1 fashion video a week that's long form. If you want to help pick out that video, make sure you head on over to the community tab after you subscribe and answer the polls that I put on my community tab, because that helps me know what you all want to see, and it might be included in a new video. Like my 90s supermodel video that went up in October was based upon the 90 supermodels that you all picked out in the poll I did. So make sure you subscribe over there and make sure you enter in the poll, so that way you can see it come to life. But without further ado, let's get into this video, because my battery is low and I got lots of fragrances to talk about. Because as y'all know, you can find Gorumand fragrances at TJ Maxx and Marshalls pretty regularly that have been discontinued, and I have a ton of them. So it's like at least 15 fragrances here, and I'm still missing the new collection. And for some reason I can't find my recent one I bought, the cherry, the chocolate cherry fragrance. I don't know where the hell it is. I don't know where it went. So there's like 4 fragrances missing in this video that should be here, but alas, let's move on. So I'm gonna start off with the stuff that's newest that I actually purchased from Ulta from the brand, and then we'll get into all the ones I got at TJ Maxx and Marshall. So if you happen to see them, you'll know my opinion on them if you watch me for fragrance videos. Okay, so they brought back out creme brulee. I did not purchase creme brulee when it first came out, but they did bring it back, so I went ahead and purchased it. The crazy thing is, like, I purchased mine at TJ Maxx for like $12.99, and then they had relaunched it, but they still had the old ones at TJ Maxx. So I thought that was interesting, because this fragrance retails for I think $26. Most of their fragrances retail for $26, and then when they do it with an influencer, they add like $3 or $4 to it. So I think the ones with the influencers are $30, but the normal ones that they do are like in the $25, $26 range. But creme brulee is a really nice fragrance if you like a sweet sort of fragrance, and I feel like you would enjoy this. I wasn't necessarily in love with it though, just because I have other fragrances that are supposed to be creme brulee-esque or very sweet that I feel like did a better job with the sweetness, and I feel like this one is lacking a little bit. So I was a little bit disappointed, which is why I'm glad I bought it from TJ Maxx and didn't necessarily buy it from them. I'm sure they smell exactly the same, because I went in Ulta and smelled it, and it smelled the same as this one. So it wasn't like they reformulated and came back out with it again. It's just they brought it back out again for some reason. I guess people like requested it, and so, you know, I don't know. But I wasn't necessarily in love with it. It was okay, but needless to say, I'm glad I paid regular price. I'm glad I didn't pay regular price, and regular price was only $25. But their fragrances don't last as long as other fragrances. I think that's another reason why I try to pick them up at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, because their fragrances last about, like, I feel like the 4 to maybe 5 hour mark personally for me, and I prefer my fragrance to last like this 5 to 6 hour mark. And I feel like since theirs lasts more like a body mist than an actual perfume, in my personal opinion, I don't have a tendency to buy from them as much unless it's like a creator collab or it's a scent that seems like it'd be interesting to me that I can layer with some of my fragrances. I feel like that lasts longer. That's just how I interpret the brand. I like the brand overall, which is why I continue to buy from them. It's just I feel like a lot of the time it doesn't last as much as I would like it to, so I, you know, don't reach for or buy from them as much at full price for that reason. But anyway, this is the first fragrance I ever bought from them at regular price. This is Pistachio Brulee. I was hoping it would be more like you know, Yum Pistachio Gelato from Kylie, and it doesn't really give that, if you will. It does give a nice pistachio scent, but I feel like it's like a softer pistachio scent, and it's not as sweet. It's like if you mix their creme brulee fragrance in with like a nice soft pistachio scent. That's personally what this gives me. I liked it okay. I don't love it. I don't as you see, I haven't reached for it that often just because I have other pistachios I reach for more. But I think it's a good, I guess, beginner pistachio fragrance, if you will. If you don't like a lot of sweetness, or if you like get headaches from strong scents, I feel like this one will probably be better for you. This one or Heal the Way from Snif, if you want a pistachio, are the ones that I would recommend if you are really sensitive to scents, or if you feel like scents give you a headache but you still wear scents occasionally. This would be a good one for you. Now, I don't know if they have this one anymore. I think they still have this on their website. Do not quote me, but they like to take a lot of things in and out of stock. The one I regret not getting is the birthday cake one. That's the one I really wanted, but since I have the Milk Bar body mist now, I don't feel too bad about it anymore. Next, we're going to get into the season 1 collection that they do with the creators. So I'm going to start off with Caroline Stern. I know her sold out first. I had no idea who she was. I don't mean to say to be rude, but you know, like, there's so many creators out here, like sometimes you don't know who is who, and I had no idea who she was. Her fragrance to me is like kind of like a soft, girly, little bit like florally scent, if you will. I wasn't in love with this one. It wasn't bad, it wore nice, it smelled nice, it was just okay to me. I haven't really used this one that much. I like more warm, sweet gourmand type scent, so that's why this one wasn't really up my alley that much. But it's not a bad scent, it's just not my preferred scent. Then we have Peach Delicious from Jade Bradley. Now, I do follow her on Lemonade, and I think I follow her on TikTok as well. She made this scent that basically smells like peach cobbler, if you will. So I was all on board because I love a nice sweet gourmand scent, and it has a nice peach spice scent. Now, it does smell like artificial peach, just keep that in mind. To me, it doesn't smell like a fresh, true peach. It gives somewhat artificial peach vibes, but it gives definitely peach cobbler, if you will. Like, if you like the smell of peach cobbler, then I feel like you would really like this fragrance. I thoroughly enjoy it. This is one of the ones I use more out of that collection. The second and third collaborators are the ones that I use the most, so I use this one a lot. I really enjoy it. I like to pair it with Naughty Nona from Snif during the holiday season to give a little bit of like oomph to it, because I love the way Naughty Nona smells, but I like the peachy cinnamoniness of that one, and I know Naughty Nona will last longer than that one will, so that's why I like to combine them together. And then we have Ethan. His has like an ink accord to it, which I'm not necessarily crazy about, but I do find that I really enjoy pairing his fragrance with Vanilla Smoke from Snif, because if you all remember, I was not a huge fan of Vanilla Smoke from Snif, so I like to compare it. Sorry, not Snif, from Fleur. So I like to pair it with this fragrance, and that's how I get used out of this fragrance. And as you can see, I've used this one a little bit. The only thing is the ink accord in this to me is still a little too strong, because when I pair it with Vanilla Smoke, I can still smell it, and I don't necessarily like smelling it, so that's why I don't reach for or use this one that often, because of the ink accord. So overall, like, this was like my second favorite. The peach one is my first favorite, and then the Angel Soiree is my third favorite. Now I'm just gonna pick from this random collection of fragrances I have from them. So we'll start off with Le Soda Pop. So when I smelled this, I thought it was gonna smell really similar to Snif's Soda Snob, but surprisingly to me, this one smells more like it's on par with the Kilian Born to Be Unforgettable. If you all remember, Born to Be Unforgettable from Kilian, it has more of like the lime scent to it when it comes to the citrusiness of it and the cola scent. And I appreciate that one better, so I like this one a little bit more than the Snif one, because the Snif one to me just smells quite orangey and not limey like the Kilian one. So I feel like if you like the one from Kilian, then you would like this one. But this to me just smells, I don't know, it doesn't give 100% of the Kilian one, but it doesn't give the Snif one either. It's kind of like in its own lane, which I appreciate, because it's like, I don't like to have too many scents in my collection that smell very similar unless they're vanilla, because I know I'll get use out of them, whereas this is like kind of like a niche thing that I wouldn't get as much use out of. So if you like Kilian's Born to Be Unforgettable, I feel like you would like this. Now, I'm not saying you will love it, but I feel like you would like it better than the Snif one. It's just my personal opinion. Y'all know I ride for Snif, I love Snif, but it's like when it came to their soda fragrance, I just wasn't 100% in love with it. Then we have they dragon. If you want to see more detail about certain fragrances, I did a whole series of Le Monde Gourmand on certain fragrances I had in my collection that were similar to other fragrances, so you can go ahead and watch those videos, but I'm just keeping it simple here. I thought that this would pair really nicely with Dragon Fruit from Fleur with the body mist, and I could get it to last longer because the body mist and then a perfume going with it would be nicer. So that's why I ended up picking up this one, and it did not disappoint. This is definitely a nice Dragon Fruit scent that I really enjoy, and it does pair extremely nicely with Fleur's Dragon Fruit, so I definitely recommend trying this out with Fleur's Dragon Fruit. Fleur's Dragon Fruit smells amazing, and this smells just as nice. It's just a perfume version that'll help that fragrance last a little bit longer. And then we have Cirque de Cotton. So I feel like this is supposed to be a cotton candy-esque type scent, but it gives me vibes of like vanilla candy, rock sugar, or like caramel skin from like Fleur. So if you like those type of scents, then I feel like you would like this one. It definitely gives kind of vibes of that if you want, and I personally liked it. I don't know that I necessarily loved it, but if I was running low on my vanilla candy rock sugar, I would combine it with this to try to stretch it out and make it last, because it does give a very similar effect to that fragrance in my personal opinion. And I feel like if you love vanilla candy rock sugar or caramel skin from Fleur, that you would love this fragrance. Okay, y'all, only got a few more to go. I'm trying not to spend too much time on these. Like I told you all, my battery is running low and I don't want to, like, you know, have it end up dying. So next we have Vanilla Mousse. Love the way this smells. Like, this is definitely one of my all-time favorites. And Vanilla Mousse has like a nice cakey-esque type scent to it, so it kind of gives me the vibes of heavy cream, if you will. So if you like heavy cream from Fleur, I definitely feel like you would like Vanilla Mousse. Absolutely amazing and wonderful. I definitely recommend you pick this up if you see it. Next we have Rue de Jasmine. So this one gives me vibes of, what is it called, After Nights or After Hours from Sol de Janeiro. I forgot what the number is now. I think it's 76. Yeah, this one, After Hours. It really gave me the vibe of that, mainly because of the jasmine in it. It's just a gorgeous jasmine fragrance. Now, if I remember correctly, I think that one has like black currant and some other things to give it more of the smoky nighttime scent that I prefer. But to me, this is just like a nice, light, soft jasmine. So if I want to add jasmine to some of the fragrances in my collection that I already possess, I would put this on, and I feel like it would just give a little extra oomph to it. So I like to have sometimes just simple fragrances that are like one or two notes to add to another fragrance that I feel like it would go nice with, and give a unique twist to that fragrance that day, so I can kind of create like my own scent, if you will. So I'll have a couple that I show you all that are like this just to give that vibe, but I really enjoyed this one. Now these are like $14.99. When I bought them, they were $12.99, so they have gone up. I said that in the video where I compared these to some other fragrances, because that is one I compared to another fragrance. So like I said, you can go watch the Le Monde Gourmand series, where I did like, I think 5 or 7 days worth of Le Monde Gourmand fragrances against fragrances in my collection, so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to smell like. So if you spot it in the store, don't have time to smell it, or you or just looking for ideas to keep you out of the store from buying more expensive fragrances, you can see what expensive fragrances they smell similar to. Next we have Amber Etoli. So I forgot what I compared this one to, but I know I compared it to a particular fragrance in my collection that I really enjoy. It's just, for the life of me right now, I can't think. I think it was You Remind Me from Forever Mood. I feel like that's what I compared this fragrance to. Do not quote me. Like I said, you'd have to go watch the videos, but I do enjoy this. Again, Amber is a really nice soft fragrance. I feel like can add to a collection or add to a fragrance that you put on and give just a little extra oomph that you were looking for to add to a fragrance. Like if you have fragrances that have 1 or 2 notes in it, kind of like the body mist from Sol de Janeiro, then I feel like adding a simple note that you know and love might help amp up the fragrance and give you a whole new scent and your own like signature scent, if you will, that no one else would have. So I definitely recommend buying like simple like 1-2 note fragrances that you can put with other things and create your own fragrances. That's personally what I do with this one and the jasmine one. But I really enjoyed this fragrance. I thought it was nice, and to me it gives like Your Skin But Better type vibes, if you will, which is what I enjoy about it. So it's like I'm here and I don't know what I want to wear. I know there's a couple of like Your Skin But Better fragrances, or like just simple 1-2 fragrances I know will smell nice but won't be overpowering. So that's one of the ones that is for me. Next I have Chocolate Hazelnut. I feel like I'd really like to pair this one with Hazel Splits from Snif. You know, their pancake collection. The first set of body mist they came out with was this one, and then I think Spray Tan was the Pancake collection, and then I think Spray Tan came out after that, if I remember correctly. Anyway, but yeah, I really like chocolate hazelnut with that. I feel like it brings the hazelnut into that fragrance, because if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. I feel like I mainly smell like chocolate and banana in that, and I feel like you smell chocolate and hazelnut in this, because there's not as many notes in this fragrance as there are in some other fragrances that I own in my collection. So it brings back the hazelnut that's supposed to be in hazel split in this fragrance per se, and I really enjoy it. It has like a nice kind of, more like, I wouldn't say it's a traditional chocolate. I feel like the chocolate is actually downplayed in this compared to in other fragrances I have. Whereas, like I said, hazel splits, you can smell the chocolate and the banana. And this, I feel like you smell more of the hazelnut, and then you smell a touch of chocolate, which balances out hazel splits for me perfectly. So to me, this was like a great pickup for me. Initially, I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I liked the idea of a chocolate fragrance, so I ended up picking it up. And then Snif came out with the Pancake collection this year, and I've been enjoying this one with hazel split quite a bit. We're on to the last two fragrances, y'all, so I can wrap up the night, which I'm excited about because I need to cook myself some dinner. I have not cooked it yet. I ate lunch, but I have not eaten dinner, so I'm like trying to kind of wrap it up, if you will. Next, we have Citron. What is this? Like meringue, like lemon meringue, citron meringue. This one I like a little better than the last one I'm going to talk to you all about. It has a nice soft like lemon scent to it. Like, I think it's supposed to be like a lemon meringue pie, and they just call it citrus lemon. I feel like the lemon in here is quite soft though. I feel like you get more of like the meringue, if you will, and not necessarily the lemon, if that makes sense. So it's a really soft, to me, toned down version of Hard to Get from Forever Mood. That's just my personal opinion of it. It definitely gives like a very nice softness of that, or a very like soft version of Capri from Capri in a Bottle from Kylie. It's kind of playing off those, but if you wanted a softer version, so if you wanted a very soft lemon kind of sweetness, then I feel like you would enjoy this. Now, it does give a little bit of lemon underneath the lemon tree from Replica, but it still has a sweetness to it that I feel like underneath the lemon tree from Replica does not have. So this still has that kind of like sweetness for the World Sweet Gorumand girls who like that sort of thing. It's just, it is more of like a true lemon with a little bit of sweetness to it. That's the best way I can describe it. So now I kind of want to compare it to Capri in a Bottle from Kylie, or Forever Moods Hard to Get. So comment down below, let me know which one you think I should compare it to, and then that's the one I will pick for that video coming up in the future. I feel like I'll find more Le Monde Gourmand fragrances in the future that I can compare to other things already in my collection. So that's just one that we're going to add to it. And maybe I'll have another week's worth by the time 2026 comes. Or sometime in 2026. I don't know. But that one, let me know. Should I do Hard to Get from Forever Mood, or should I do Capri in a Bottle from Kylie? Finally, we have Limoncello Sorbet. Now, to me, this one smelled a little like, I don't know, pine salty after scent to it. I don't know what it is about it, but it's an okay lemon. It's not exceptional. I think it smelled a little different to me in store, and then I actually got it and I was like, oh, okay, whoa. So it didn't smell as exact as I thought it was going to. It doesn't smell bad. It's just kind of like, I would prefer the citron meringue over this one when it comes to the lemons that I have from them, which is just those two. But I don't know, like, let me see if I should spray some on for a second. I don't know. I don't want to spray it on though, because I have a fragrance review I have to do in the morning. So I don't know what it is about this one, but I'm not just 100% on it. Hopefully I had some notes pop up for some of these. I honestly don't know, because some of them, they're so old till it was hard for me to find notes on them. I know it was hard for me to find notes when I did the Le Monde Gourmand 7 days video, so I feel like it's gonna be hard for me to find the notes in this one as well. But hopefully it's helpful to some of you all as far as like my preferences in fragrances, and if you like my preferences in fragrances, then you might like my recommendations. That's why I try to get these done. And like I said, since I know Le Monde Gourmand is a more affordable brand, they might be good ideas for you as gifts, which is another reason I wanted to get this video up around this time of year. So hopefully it was helpful to someone. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below if you want to see more exclusive content from me. Like, I just went to a creative collective to see Wicked for Good. YouTube had an early screening here in Chicago, invited me and some other creators, so I got to hang out with Dr. Ash on her makeup again, because she went to the event with me. And you get to see start from finish when I went to the event what happened at the event, the little bit that I did show, because they didn't have too much to show at the event because we didn't really network too much. Everybody just kind of gathered and, you know, whatnot. But they gave us cute little gifts, so you'll get to see the gifts that they gave us in part 2, which is the Get Unready With Me, where I talk about my synopsis of the movie and what I thought about the movie and all that. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, make sure you check out the membership down below. I've gone to a couple of other influencer events or just events for brands that you all can check out in the membership down below as well, in addition to all the exclusive weekly vlogs, monthly vlogs, and exclusive eyeshadow looks. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. If you're interested in learning where all my fashion comes from, make sure you follow me on my Shop LTK account, because I tag all the clothes and I put all the shorts on there that I have on my fashion channel. So if you don't follow the fashion channel, or if you just want to know where the clothes came from, make sure you follow my Shop LTK. I hope you all enjoyed this video, though. Remember, you all the diamonds, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, and make sure you go and check out the fashion channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.